So this is year 4 for you of Concordia women's soccer, and we're previewing the 2022 Concordia women's soccer season with Allee Downing. About just looking at things so far in your career here, what's maybe the most important thing that you feel like you've learned about being successful, as a student and an athlete, a big commitment?
Yeah, definitely just finding that balance, I think, between how much time you put into the sport and how much time you put into school. But I would say being close with your teammates too really helps, because then you have those outlets to go to for the sport or school.
Time goes by fast, so you quickly go from being the freshman that has a lot to learn to a few years later you're a senior and someone maybe who's helping bring some of those freshmen along. But how do you kind of enjoy that role or embrace that kind of role?
I think it's really fun because, like you said, it goes by so fast, and you have to remember that they don't know anything coming in. So I think it's helped to it's fun to take them under your wing and just show them the ropes and answer any questions that they have.
Mm-hmm. Well, this past spring was maybe the first, I guess, normal kind of spring that a lot of people on the current team have gone through. Mm-hmm. How did that maybe impact the team positively, where you have more time to focus on development?
Yeah, I think it helped a lot. We get to get everybody in the spring games. It's not always just no subbing. And like you said, we get to work on things we don't necessarily have time for in the fall, and it really helped us, I think.
You go from a weird 2020 season that ends up with a GPAC tournament championship to last year with maybe a little bit of a grind, but a lot of close games. What lessons did you maybe learn through last year?
It was weird because obviously we came off of that GPAC championship and we finished in the middle last year. I think we were just kind of adjusting, finding positions. We played in quite a few different formations, so I think it was just different for sure.
Well, you're part of a back line that I think is maybe one of the strengths on paper going into this season, but how much pride do you take in just how this program has kind of built a reputation of being a tough team to score on?
Yeah, it's awesome. I think this year we have a lot of freshmen that are going to help us up top, so we might not be under attack all the time, but I think it really helps the confidence of our team just knowing we have the back line that we do.
I wanted to get some of your impressions on what you've seen so far. As we record this, it's been a little over a week of preseason. Mm-hmm. It had some scrimmages as well. What are some of the things that maybe have stood out so far through this?
Well, I think the nice thing with the freshman class that we have is we are able to change the formation a bit than what we have done, because we have a lot of good talent on offense. So I think we're going to be able to run 4-3-3 and hopefully get a lot of goals on the board this season.
I was going to ask about the goal scoring. I know that's going to be an emphasis, and hopefully take a little less pressure off everybody by putting some goals in the back of the net. But what gives you some confidence that that's going to happen? You said you see some talent in the freshman class.
Yeah,
like you said.
we have a lot of quick ones. They're really technical and they have really good attitudes. So I think that helps us. We've already been bonding with them. There's really no problems that we've had so far, and they're just willing to work really hard.
Well, it's a senior class that a lot of people that have played a lot in their careers and will probably have a big say in how this season goes. But what have you kind of enjoyed about being part of this class for now a 4th year?
I think we've held together pretty well. There's still 9 of us and we're all pretty close, and I think it just helps in the way that we mentor the younger players, because a lot of times we're on the same page and we've been through it all together. So.
Well, maybe a little bit off topic, but NIL has been a major thing in college sports. Name, image, and likeness. If there was a brand or an organization or a company that you would want to be associated with, what would it be?
Probably Adidas
Adidas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for all the free gear.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
In your mind, kind of, what does a successful 2022 season look like for this team?
I think just finding the right formation for this group of players and just seeing what works. We've been working a lot on high pressure, and I think if we can get that down and not like overexert ourselves, we'll be able to get up really high and hopefully score lots of goals.